All right, are we on? Are we recording? YouTube, what is good? This is BodiedTre, and we are here with a different type of video. I know y'all are used to the POVs. This one is essentially just me talking with y'all, and I'm gonna be explaining why I'm paying 4 digits. You heard it first, 4 digits on this 345 RT. Now, I did make a video like this a couple months ago, and I got bashed in the comments. I got called retarded, got called stupid, got called a lot of things. Now, those may all be true, but one thing y'all cannot say is that this car did not help me get my income up to maintain this car. So I'm actually gonna take a seat in my car because I don't want to be standing out here. People are looking at me like I'm crazy, so I'm gonna sit in the car. So this video is essentially just gonna be me explaining to you how I got this car and just recapping on how I've been able to maintain it for almost 2 years now. So before I even had this car, I had a 2017 Mercedes CLA 250 that I was paying like $400 a month for, and that car held me down. I liked it. I love the car. I would have still had it right now, but I did give that car to my mother due to her not having her car no more. So that's how that worked out. I'm pretty sure if I would have still had that car, paying for that one and this one would have been a lot of money, and maybe this car probably would not have been here. So I guess that was just God's way of equalizing the stands out. Before I gave that car to my mom, I've been wanting a Challenger. No, actually, no, I've been wanting a Charger. I wanted the 4-door one. Shout out Lord Schiff. He was the one that really made me inspired to get an RT in specific. I always like, usually when you get RTs, you're trying to get up to the Scat Pack Hellcat era. Obviously, a man wanted a Hellcat in the beginning, but niggas broke, So RT was like my sweet spot. I didn't want a V6. I wanted the V8. I like the rumble. I like the noise. So when I started out, how I was grinding to get up to an RT, I was working at Walmart overnight. And one thing I'm gonna tell y'all boys, if y'all work at Walmart, quit your job. That Walmart sucks. I'm not here to encourage anybody to work at Walmart. I feel like Walmart is a scam. I feel like they underpay, and I feel like it's just not a great job, especially if it was overnight. Bro, I worked there for like 3 weeks. I I quit. I couldn't do it. I walked out in the middle of the night. I said I'm going home. Coworker was like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't do this shit." But I was only trying to work there to get my first car. This was before I had the CLA. Once I got enough money to get my car, I went to some old rundown dealership because I saw a Mercedes and I was like, I really want a Mercedes. And at the time, it was a CLS 550. I think it was a 2012. And I didn't really know anything about the CLSs. I didn't know anything about the V8s, the twin turbos that the 550s got. I was just like, I want one because of the name. Essentially, Benz. I was like, oh, I'm about to be coming up, and obviously, my mom, my brother, they were like, you tripping? You don't got a job right now, and you probably not gonna be able to afford the maintenance. And those two things were true, so I ended up not going for that. Instead, I found a CLA 250 that was at a different dealership for a lot cheaper. And when I saw that one, I was like, I'm gonna get that car no matter what. So I ended up going into a sales job doing door to door, selling solar panels. It didn't really work out, but it was giving me income for the months. And once I was able to prove that as my own income, I went to the dealership, see the Mercedes, and once I saw it, I sat in it. I'm like, bro, this car is tough. Like, I still love to see like 250, bro. Like that car, it was just something else, something about it. It's something always about your first car. When you have your first car, it's always just a different feeling. But my mom, she really wasn't going for it. She was trying to get me to get into this like Honda Accord. And when I saw it, I was like, I mean, I understand it's a lot more reliable and stuff, but me being me, if it wasn't a V6 Honda Accord, I wasn't going. I'm not gonna lie. I know that the V6 Honda Accord is fast. Other ones is pretty damn slow. It wasn't the V6 Honda Accord. I'm not getting it. I'm sorry, mom. I'm not doing it. By the grace of God, my mom ended up co-signing with me to get the CLA 250. And when I got that, bro. Driving out of that dealership and driving back home, it was a different feeling, bro. Showing up to my homie with the Benz, he was like, "Damn, you popped out with a Benz." I said, "Hell yeah, bro. That feeling is never gonna go away, bro." And all I want to do is just top that feeling every single time. Like I want to just pop out something crazy every single time, bro. And I always tell myself, all right, from this car, I'm only going up from here. And after that, it was pretty much the grind to get the Charger RT that I was thinking about getting. And once I essentially realized that sales was not working out for me, I went back into getting a full time job. And I think, where was I working at the time? You know what? I'm sorry. This story is like all over the place. I am a I am a shitty storyteller. So I am going to backtrack. When I was doing sales at the time, I still got the Charger while I was doing sales. So this was like an 8 to 7 month difference. So I got the CLA in the beginning of me doing sales. 7 to 8 months later, I got the Charger. And then that's when I left the sales job. As soon as I got the Charger, I left to go work at a detailing spot for a rental car company, and I was cleaning those cars. But when I had, bro, why am I all over the place? Holy shit. When I went to the dealership, it wasn't to get this car. I wasn't even planning on getting this car. I was honestly thinking about I was going to save up more money to actually grab it. Because at the time, I think I barely had like $300, $400 in my bank account. Like, I didn't have shit. And I was just like, bro, I'm not thinking about it. But I was just going to the dealership with my homie because he was trying to get his car because he didn't have one. And we went to the Nissan dealership. He was about to get him like a little Versa, I think, or it was a Sentra. But, obviously we broke niggas. So credit score low, funds not high. They was telling us that he was gonna have to hop into a manual. My boy ain't know how to drive manual. He said, I'm good. We went over to the Dodge dealership because they were talking about they do easy finance, get you in a car right now. So they popped out with this all black Malibu for my boy. And he was like, all right, that look cool. How much is it? They was telling him it's like 600, 700 a month. He was like, man, that's too much. I can't do that. So we was about to leave. And the dude asked me, are you looking for a car? And I was like, nah, but in the future I do want to get me a Charger, like a Charger RT. I told him that in specific, like that's what I want. And I was like, I'm probably gonna come back here in a couple months. And he was like, why don't we just run the numbers right now? And that was my mistake. Cause mind you, it was my homie and my brother. My brother was there and he told me, hey, let him run the numbers. See what happened. And my credit score at the time was like a 700 something because I was just building it up. So surprisingly, he was able to approve me with $1,000 down. And he said it was gonna be like a 6% APR, 6-7% APR, and it was a really tempting deal. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. But my brother, he was like, man, just get the car, bro. Just do it. And I'm like, bro, I literally don't got the money though. Plus, I gotta pay for the CLA. Like, I don't got it like that. And the dealer told me, he was like, your friend needs a car, right? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, why don't you just give him your Benz and you take this? And I was like, this nigga really want that deal. But I'm like, it's not a dumb idea. So I knew my homie for years. Like this is the nigga that I used to be like next door neighbors with from middle school and all the way up to graduating high school. I trusted him. Like I knew he wasn't gonna do me no way. So we shook on it and we was like, all right, bet we could do this, but you gotta help me out because he said he wanted $1,000 down. I only got $400. So we ended up splitting on it because I was able to get another $100 out. He gave me 500, so we went 500, 500 for the down payment on my Charger. Now, no, I got a Challenger. That's you see what I'm sitting in, because my my brother, he really the one that encouraged me to do all this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna go for a Charger, and then my brother was like, bro, really think about it. Do you really want a Charger? A Challenger suits me more. It's 2 doors. You don't need 4 doors. You don't need all that. And I was like, bro, but I've been watching this dude Lord Shift and doing his POVs and charge RTs like the whole entire time. I'm like, bro, like that's just the car that I've been thinking about. And it was the same gray charger that Lord Shift had as well. And he was like, bro, just look at him. You know what I'm saying? And I sat in the charger, sat in the Challenger, and I was like, I can see it. And the feel like the main thing that really had me feeling like I wanted the Challenger at that point was because of the front end. I feel like it just looks a lot more aggressive in a way, especially if you get this thing a wide body, which is something I will do in the future. So I ended up going with the Challenger RT, brand new, 2023 last call with 7 miles on the odometer, and I couldn't even process my feelings that night because that like I wasn't planning on getting a car that night, and it just happened. So it happened all fast. It was the day before New Year's. This was like December 30th or December 31st, 2023. This all happened right before New Year's. So I was like, fuck it, New Year, new car, I guess. And we started out the first couple months chilling. Um, I didn't really take into account about how much money I was going to be spending on this car. Because mind you, the title does say 4 digits. I am paying $1,047 a month for this car. Now, I know I'm probably gonna get a repeat of the last video. Everybody in the comments calling me stupid and all this, bro. I really don't care at this point. It's been a year and a half. I had the car. It's not repoed. I paid it. I've increased my income to afford the car. Like what else really can you say? Like suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? I've been working. You know what I'm saying? So after I got this car, I only had 3 months of no payments, and then I had to start paying it after the fourth month. And I was able to find a better job, but that was later on. So I was still working at the detail spot for those 4 months, like 4, 7, 8 more months of owning this car. And that's when I really realized that I needed to make more money to afford this thing. One thing that I realized with this car, I loved it. This is the fastest car I ever owned. My CLA 250 was like 200 something horsepower. This is like almost 400. And I was realizing on the road, I'm seeing all these other faster cars. I'm seeing like Mustang GTs, Scats, and stuff. And obviously we do a little, we do a little, we don't race. Racing is illegal on residential streets. We don't race. We was having simulated virtual um rematches online. We was having matches online. We was playing Need for Speed actually. We was racing on Need for Speed. So I put my RC in Need for Speed. He put his Scat Pack in Need for Speed. We raced. My RT was losing a lot, and I was like, damn, I want to get faster. And the good thing for me, I had an RT because a lot of people on the internet tell me that RTs are better for modding than Scat Packs. And I was like, okay, perfect. Let's take a look at how much these mods are. And that's when I realized I really don't got no fucking money. So the detail job I was working at, I'm barely making like 2K a month. It's not shit. This car is a band a month. I don't got no type of money I'm saving. So how do you make more money? You find something better to do. That was my search to find something better to do. I kept on searching, and lo and behold, I found a better job. Not telling y'all what it is, but I found a better job that at least doubled my income. So I've been here for like a month or two now, and I've just been saving up because essentially I'm gonna make this car fast. That's been the plan. It's always been the plan, and I'm just gonna just make the shit a sleeper. Cause everyone on the internet likes to call RT slow. I really don't think it's slow. It's not. I never understood why everybody on the internet likes to call a 400 horsepower car slow, especially even though this is heavy. I get 0 to 60s in 4.9 seconds. I really don't think that's slow at all. So if you have an RT or even a car that's slower than this, like 5.5, bro, these cars aren't slow. The internet is just full of kids and people that don't have cars calling your shit slow. That's mainly who's calling your car slow. And that's why you don't got to take that into account because your car is your car. So you do what you want to your car. If there was one thing I learned from this whole the experience of having this car for a year and a half and struggling to make payments and everything, I would definitely say you need to like definitely be smarter with your decision making. Um, Mind you, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, if you want this car at a young age, don't get it. I'm not telling you to do that. If you can afford that car at a young age, I'd say do it. Don't be like me when you don't have any job and you're grabbing a car, cause that's what I was doing. I got two cars when I was about to. I got my Mercedes when I didn't have a job, and I got this Challenger when when I was about to leave my next job. Don't do that. Don't be like me, cause I'm pretty dumb for that. I'm stupid, but I made it work. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I'm saying that it would be a smart idea if you don't do that. Just don't do it. You would be better off not doing that. If anybody sees this video, I want to just say I appreciate y'all for watching. Leave a like, comment. If you got something hateful to say in the comments, go ahead and tell me something that I already know, because usually it's always the same shit. Why would you get this car? You could have got something for a lot cheaper. You could have got this. You could have got that. Nigga, I know. This is the car I got though. So, like, what are we talking about? We talking about the past. We're in the present. Tell me something else. You feel me? I already got this car, and I don't. Well, that's one thing. I do not regret my decision. I love this car, and I wouldn't switch on it for the world. I could have got a scat. That shit would have got repoed. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not doing that. RT was a sweet spot, and it's a daily driver, and I love it. So yeah, man, leave a comment. It's BodiedTre. If y'all want more videos like this, let me know, cause I'm gonna be dropping more videos anyway. Um, POVs, talking, just different shit. I'm trying to be different through this game, man. Fuck with the movement. I don't think I really got over the point of why I'm paying this much for this car. Let me actually answer the question of why I'm paying 4 digits. Let me answer the question that the title says. I'm paying this much for this car because this is my dream car. This is what I wanted. This is what I got, and this is what I'm dealing with, bro. Just don't let anybody discourage you with what you want to do. I didn't tell anybody what I wanted to do with this car. I didn't tell anybody anything about this car. I just got the car and I just didn't. I just did it. The only people that knew about this car was my homie and my brother, because we was at the dealership at the time. So it's it's cool, bro. The car is not repoed like comments said they would get. Um, if you get a car that's really expensive and you know that you can't afford it, try your best to find a niche or a better job or something. Just do something. If you stay the same, your car is not gonna get paid for and it's gonna get repoed. You have to find a way to figure out something. If you don't figure out something, you're cooked. If you don't figure out something, you're cooked. I'm letting y'all know that right now. If you don't figure out something, you're cooked. Just find out something, get you a better job. I feel like nowadays, bro, especially in Cali and all type of shit, everything is just expensive. We ain't we ain't gonna make it out of here unless you making like at least 8, 10 bands a month at this point, bro. Y'all gotta be on your grind. I'm on my grind. We gonna make it, bro. So just keep stacking it up. Scuffed video. I be forgetting shit in my head, but that is my final conclusion to this video. Leave a like, comment, do what y'all want, and I'll catch you on the next video.